There's first things on the roof, so.
Oh, okay. Well, hey everybody, this is Mark Gutkowski with Windermere, and we're here with Casey, who is our inspector today on Sabita. All right, so you said the first thing is on the roof.
First thing on the roof, you got about 3 or 4 cracked tiles on the roof.
Okay.
Okay. Usually that is a result of the wind gets underneath the tiles and lifts them up, because it doesn't look like there's been any reason for anyone to walk on there. So there's no satellite dish or anything like that anyone's done to it. But it looks like the wind gets underneath them and lifts them up, and it's just the hairline cracks.
So are they ones that are close to the edge or on the?
No, they're in there. They're in the middle.
They're in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you repair those? Is that just?
Well, they're a clean break, so a roofer might just put them together and seal it.
Okay.
With some roof sealant, or you just replace them with another tile.
So if they don't get replaced or they don't get sealed, what are you open to? Is that really a bad thing because there's something?
I'm not going to go on record and say that is a good thing, because the cracked tile is going to allow water intrusion underneath the tiles, and then it'll get into the underlayment, and then it'll work its way through the underlayment.
Without committing you to saying yes or no, is it more of a it's likely that it would be fine type of thing, because there is supposed to be something there, but it's best if it's actually repaired?
Correct.
Is that what we're kind of saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can go with that. That's fine. Where are we off to next?
Inside the electrical panel, which is on the west side of the garage.
Okay.
You have neutral wires, which are the white wires to an electrical circuit.
Okay.
And when the builder put them in, there should be one wire going to each lug screw inside your electrical panel.
Okay.
Because I'd have to remove it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but this is the electrical panel
And
here.
inside there's a lug strip. There's like a strip of screws, and there should be one wire going into each screw.
Okay.
To ground out that wire.
Right.
Okay. And what they've done is they took a couple wires and put 2 wires into one screw.
And is
that's
that
called
because
a double tap neutral, and that's not to code.
Is that because they didn't have enough
No,
holes?
there's open screws. There's no reason for them to have done that.
So they just need to be sort of
nothing
rearranged.
needs to be purchased to fix it. It just has to be done properly.
Okay.
And sometimes what the result of that is over time you might get like a flickery light, and it's because the neutral is touching another wire.
Okay.
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 Here you have they put these anti-siphon valves on the hose bibs. Okay, this is a little device that screws onto this hose bib right here.
Okay.
And what that is if you have your hose hooked up to this hose bib and you have a nozzle hooked onto it, when you turn off the water, it'll relieve the pressure that's inside that hose right here at this anti-siphon valve, so the water doesn't go back into the system.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Well, this anti-siphon valve is leaking. It's a bad anti-siphon valve. See how it's leaking?
Oh, I see. So
Okay,
it's not supposed to be like
right. So you could remove it. You don't need these if you want. I mean, that's why they put them on here. But you do have a regulator, so that's going to stop any backflow pressure also. But it's an Allen screw that you just unscrew it and you can get a new one.
Okay.
Okay. So I put damaged leaking anti-siphon valve on hose bib on west side of the garage.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is this also the turn off for the main?
Yeah, that's your main shut off right here.
And then there's one that's extending off before that.
That's
that looks
your sprinkler system.
Okay, and that blue one there is the turn off for the irrigation on the sprinkler system? Correct. Okay.
Correct. Here's your gas meter. Here I noted this support wall to this gate right here. The cold joint that was attached to the house right here that kept it solid is just worn out, or again, or just open and closing the gate over time. But it's loose. So
Okay.
the rod that's going into the house is loosened up. So I just want you to know that.
And what does that mean exactly to us?
Well, it just over time, like I said, this is deadbolt, but as you open and shut the gate, it's going to get more and more loose. So what it is a cold joint here, so they'll put a little bit of mortar right in here, right along the structure, so that'll keep that from moving.
Okay, so that's just something that you have a handyman do?
I mean, on the record, it's a masonry guy, a concrete guy, but off the record, yeah, a handyman can do it as well.
I'm so glad we're off the record. That's awesome.
Okay, let's see. You're missing a window screen on the east side of the house, which goes to the east bathroom window.
Okay, so it's just gone.
Yeah, it's just not there.
Okay.
It may be in the garage. I don't go and look. I don't go digging. I just note that there's windows open that goes.
Okay, so it's just missing. The owner is behind me. He shook his head. We don't have it.
Okay, let's cut this right now and we'll go back.
All right, we have relocated to the east side of the house, and we're just going to take a quick look at where that screen is that's missing.
The screen right here. It goes to that bathroom that's on the east, connect to the east bedroom.
Okay, so that's never been there. I will say that.
And while you're here,
oh,
here's another hose bib with the anti-siphon valve that's working properly.
oh, this is what it's supposed to look like. Although it is sort of dripping to the back, isn't it?
Well, that's more coming from the
okay.
handle.
And that's a clean out there for the bathroom?
Yep. Also, what I note on this side is you can see the soil level right here. It's above the weep screed. The weep screed is located on the bottom of the stucco. It's a little mesh screen that when the stucco absorbs any moisture, because it's a masonry product, that screen at the bottom of the wall allows that moisture to escape. So you're not allowed to have the soil above that weep screed, because if that soil gets wet, then you can get moisture in between your walls.
So really, should this just be
It's gotta
dug
be
away a
shoveled
little
down.
bit?
So here's where the bottom of the weep screed is right here. I took the liberty of digging it up. Okay.
Oh, so it's not too far down.
No, but you want it. The dirt should be about 2 inches below that.
Okay.
Okay.
So that should just be sort of basically we leveled out
Correct.
this direction a little bit.
Moving on here to the pool equipment.
Okay.
The automatic pool fill valve, which is the valve that always stays on to fill the pool up as the water evaporates, is leaking continuously.
Okay.
Okay. And cut.
And so is that leaking on the side that's coming to it or the side that's going away from it?
It's leaking on both sides.
Oh, okay.
See right here.
All right, so the pool, you probably have a pool contractor come and just fix that?
Yep, they put a new valve in.
Okay. And everything else on this equipment
Everything's
seems to
good.
work really
Yep.
nice?
Right here, these 3 valves right here are for your aerators. Those are the little aerators that are connected onto the pool decking on the south side of the pool.
Oh, the little fountain things
Yeah.
that go over? Okay,
Yeah.
so those are
And
your
they
little
work.
fountain turn-offs and turn-ons.
And
What
those
are the
3 are for the fountain that's on the north side of the pool. The 3.
Oh, okay,
fountains
that's
that
the
are
one in the
bottom.
center of the courtyard.
Yes.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. And otherwise, everything in good shape here?
Yeah, no leaks or anything. Pool ignites. Oh, let me turn off the gas valve because it was off when I got here. So glad we came back out here. That all works. And cut.
Okay. All right, we have relocated into the garage now.
This is your heater unit for your bedrooms. That's controlled off the thermostat that's in the hallway. Okay.
So this is for the
bedrooms.
the bedroom side, so the west side of the house, basically.
Or just all 3 bedrooms.
Okay.
And then this one does the living areas, the rest of the house.
Okay.
Okay. But when this unit's running, or when the air conditioner's running, when the furnace is running, at the top of the coil right here, this connection right here to the plenum in the coil, you can see right here how it's kind of caved in a little bit right there. Air is leaking from that as it's running. So when you have the air conditioner on, you got cold air just blowing into the garage.
Okay.
So it is losing some efficiency.
Okay, so that's supposed to just be resealed
Yes.
along there? Okay.
Okay. And we're done in here.
Oh, I will note, because it always comes up on everybody else's, this is a hard pipe coming out of here. Every inspection I have, it's usually a flex pipe, so that's great. All right, now we're coming inside to take a look at the gas fireplace, which works, by the way,
Yes,
right?
your gas fireplace works.
Okay.
Inside the fireplace, there's a damper that opens and closes like a lever that opens and closes to the chimney that runs out.
Okay.
Because you have a gas line that goes into your fireplace, that damper that opens and closes is never allowed to close completely. It's required to have a little C-clamp on the lip of that damper, so when you go to close it, it stays open just a tad in case somebody leaves this gas valve on. The fumes can go out of the chimney rather than inundate the living space.
So to
It's a
resolve
$4
that,
part.
okay, you just go to the store and grab one,
If
right?
you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, any of those True Value, you just tell them you need a C-clamp for a fireplace damper, and they know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else on our list?
Next, we got to go to the east bedroom.
East bedroom.
All right.
We're in the east bedroom.
What I noted in here is just that the springs to this window that opens vertically require adjustment because it's not square inside the frame. Okay, it shuts completely and it latches. However, it's just not adjusted properly. Where this spring right here could use adjustment, so that way it kind of seals along the bottom.
Oh, I see. So this left side is up ever so slightly higher than the other
So
side.
it's minor. It's just something that I point out just because it'll get worse with time.
Okay, Casey's
Okay.
making his money.
I've gotten calls. Okay, next is in the we're in the east bathroom, so we'll just do this right here.
Okay.
This is the east bathroom shower, and what I noted is you have one cracked tile on the shower wall adjacent to the window.
With the corner there? Oh, I see, along here. Okay, so it's right where you would have some flex probably if there was a
Yeah,
rumble.
you get some settling and stuff
Yeah.
right there from the window.
Otherwise, it looks like everything's in really good shape in here.
Yep.
Okay.
Master bathroom shower.
Okay.
And the only thing I noted in here is when you have the shower head shooting against the enclosure wall, at the base of the wall right here, a little bit of water is exiting from the bottom of this glass block. Okay.
So is that just
Reseal the grout or the mortar.
okay?
Whatever, yeah.
So it's not a problem with the wall.
Nope.
Everything's solid. There's not a problem.
Yeah, it's
there.
just when the water head's shooting against it.
Okay. Anything else in here?
Last thing is in the kitchen.
All right, well, let's go to the kitchen. All right, so we're in
Spray
there.
rod trigger right here. The diverter does not work on its own. You have to manually remove the rubber coating here and flip the diverter from straight stream to spray wand mode.
Oh, okay. So right now it's in straight stream at all times.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And then, but if you push the button to make it a spray, you can't push the button back to make it back to stream. You have to flip it up like the homeowner.
okay. So you basically need to leave it in that status
Or get a new faucet.
Or get a new faucet. Okay, and is that pretty much everything we've got?
The last thing is in the attic, which I don't think we're going to go up again.
And what'd you find out
inside
of-
the attic, you have an exhaust vent pipe that goes from the laundry room exhaust fan. And that vent pipe is required to vent to the exterior so that that exhaust fan doesn't pump moisture into your attic.
Okay.
And that vent pipe is laying on top of the insulation. So if it was mounted to a roof vent, then it has since fallen. What they'll do is they'll take a little metal strip and they'll wrap it around it and screw it into a truss right adjacent to the roof vent. But that's what's going on right there in the attic. It's just one of the exhaust vent pipes is laying on the insulation.
Okay, great.
And that's it.
All right, Casey, well, thank you.
So I'll put it in a PDF format file and I'll email it to you and you guys will have it by tomorrow morning.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
Thanks.